morning, everybody, and welcome back to everybody's favorite scrapping show. Is it worth it? And today we have what many of you have been waiting for a long time: ceiling fans. Now, just to get into it right from the start, I have been a big proponent of just throwing ceiling fans in the scrap pile. I think I'm going to be proved wrong today. What we did do is we went through yesterday and we did a little test run, a little sampler, because I've never broken these things down before. So in the interest of time, we wanted to do a quick breakdown of these. There was another one kind of like this. All right, so we have this one, which is kind of like our base model. The one that we broke down yesterday was somewhat similar to that one. This one I kept just because it was a little bit smaller, but it's very heavy. So we'll bring that one in. And then this one is just all aluminum pretty much. So I was very interested to see what this one will do itself. Jeff was going to put this in as irony all heavy. So we'll take that into account when we go to strip this whole thing down. What we did earlier, we already pulled some of these apart. We pulled one apart. Let me show you real quick. There's all the remnants to it. So that's it. This is it. It's time. I know a couple of you have been waiting for this one, so let's dive right into it and see if it's worth it. And I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. Okay, here we go. First fan. 14 pounds. 14 pounds on the first fan if we would go all in as tin. Oh, and look at this. We got a board. All right, everybody, here we go. We're about to start the big clock so you can see. And boom, let's go. All right, first thing we're gonna do is just strip as much as we can out of this thing. Go right onto the depth of the hole. I'm not even really worried all that much about that. You can see here, cutting some wires. Top part's already off. We're not gonna mess with that too much. Okay, screws are in here. Go on, that part's down. Let's start disconnecting up here. So some people are already scraping it slow. Does this part not come off? That pin is out. That pin's out. That's off. This is off. Get these. There's Lily out there doing her thing, as always. Lily! 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 Lily, stop! This up. This up. Boom. Something screaming. This is now! We're trying here. We got another screw here. Double set in. That's out. Oh no, don't want that. Okay. Oh boy, what is going on? Alright, gotta get this out. Alright, time. Stop. So 5 minutes to get it down to this. 5 minutes to get it down to this. Now, that's stage one. We're going to call it stage one breakdown. And actually, no, we're not done. So, we hit it. We're recontinuing. We're back on. We're going to get these all off here. Boom. To the side. Man, my little screw stripped out. That's not fun. There's that. Boom. And the last one. Boom. Alright, stage one is done. Stop it. Alright, so it came in just under 6 minutes. Just under 6 minutes. I think if somebody don't break down fans all that often, they might do that. Just under 6 minutes. So keep all this wire. There. Get all the nuts and bolts together. Boom. Alright. Good enough. wire clamp. I'm not gonna put that against the tire. Come on, baby. Right there. All right, good. That's all, Miles. Let's get the weight some stuff up. Stage one. Stage one. All right, stage one. The bucket weighs 1 pound. Bucket weighs 1 pound. So let's get this thing all loaded up now. All right, we are at 8 pounds, but the bucket weighed 1. So tin, we are 7 pounds worth of tin. 7 pounds worth of tin. Everything's just gonna go right into the bin. Thanks for playing. Right into our little bin. All right, what are we doing now? Back up here. Boom. Still at a pound. Now we'll do electric motors. Electric motors comes in at 7, which would put us at 6 pounds. 6 pounds for the electric motors. Next deal is clean aluminum. Clean aluminum's coming in at 2 pounds, but the bucket weighs a pound, so we got 1 pound of clean aluminum. And the little bit of wire that we got out of there just doesn't weigh, so I'm not going to put anything for that. It just doesn't weigh. It's a little bonus. And as you can see, we're just under 6 minutes, but we're going to use 6 minutes as a time. All right, so here's what it works out to. Is a fan, 14 pounds at 0.75 equals $1.05 for the fan if we would have just brought it in the way it was. But then we cleaned it up. Stage one cleanup. Tin had 7 pounds for 53 cents. The electric motors, 6 pounds for $1.32. And clean aluminum, 1 pound for 40 cents, which gave us a total of $2.25. Stripped, we got $2.25. As is would have been $1.05. Gave us a profit of $1.20 at 6 minutes. You times that by 10 equals $12 an hour for stripping fans. For stripping that fan. All right, so those things were stripped out. I just had to break out the grinder and grind the tops right off of them. So we're not keeping that as time. But from this point on, we will. So be right back. All right, we're back. Now we're gonna go to the second stage of stripping on this. Second stage. So let's go. Continue. I'm gonna have to bust this one out, I think. Maybe over here on the ground. Oh, all right, yay. All right, that part came off. Almost there. All right, beautiful. We had to bang it. Sorry, I was on the ground. We had to bang it off. But now what we're gonna do is start stripping all this copper out of here. And to remember, I'm still pretty new to this whole stripping fans game. So whatever information we give you today, of course, you can only get better. And maybe we'll see as we go on to the second and third fan, and maybe it does get a little easier. We'll try to do each stage of these things the same way. We'll do different stages. Alright, let me get all this off. Remember, our bucket weighs 1 pound. I'm going straight into the bucket with it. Straight into the bucket. Drop the piece down there. Grabbing my fibers. Alright. Oh, look at that, a little stray piece there. Piece here. I think that's it. That's all. Trash. Alright, look at the piece. Stage 2. one didn't pop. Ow! As you do see though, one thing that I don't play with is glasses on a grinder. We know how that can go. That can go real bad, real quick. Man, being rough. Goodness, this thing just does not want to come apart. All right, boom. That is free. Cut this. No, we're good. Done. Hit the clock. Oh my. 14 minutes and 11 seconds. 14 minutes and 11 seconds. Get all this on there. We need as much as we can in there. 14 minutes and 11 seconds. Woo! For a pound. So that took us 8 more minutes. And I'm kind of struggling for a pound. Pound of copper. All right, let's get over and do some more math. All right, here we go. Here's our tin. We're saying 6 pounds of tin, but we weigh a pound, so 5 pounds of tin. 5 pounds of tin. 5 pounds of tin. All right, so here's stage 2. Tin, we went from 7 pounds up there to now 12 pounds because we had to add 5 more pounds. Clean aluminum stayed the same at a pound, and copper came in at 1 pound. So that brought our total up to $4.20. Stripped $4.20, as is $105. Our profit is $3.15 at 14 minutes, which means we made $13.51 per hour stripping these down. So that's stage 1. That's stage 1 up there, $12 an hour. Stage 2, $13.51. So if we're stripping motors, it's worth it to break it down even further and take all the copper out of it. Okay, this is what we're doing for fan number 2. Fan number 2. Now this one, it has a bunch of flatheads and I think 9/16. We already got it all set up over there with the flatheads and the 9/16. So hopefully we're all in the same boat here and this can go relatively smooth. Let's get a weight on this thing. All right, this one definitely weighs more than the last one. We're coming in at 16 pounds. 16 pounds right off the clip. All right, here we go. Hit the start button and we're off. Let's see if we can get this one any quicker than the last one. I hope so. I know there's some people out there that are like, yeah, anything's quicker than the last one. I didn't think it was that bad. 6 minutes. I didn't think 6 minutes was that bad. We do got to be somewhat realistic here. Realistic, you're saying. How about you just do it in a time orderly fashion? I said, all right. That makes sense. Good enough. Pulling pin right now. Pin is out. This is out. This one seems to be going a little bit smoother right off the bat. We need a nice short time. What else do we got here? Look at this little. Come on, baby. You're almost there. You see, free. Free last, free last. Come on. Like a pin. Just have to take out. Oh, there's another screw here. That's out. Not sure. Always got these little pieces. Keep on going around and pulling stuff out. One here. One here. Then we have a screw down here. Oh, one more screw here. I think I'll one more screw here. I think got all the screws out. I just need time for smacking it with a hammer. Alright, bone part's out. Top rings out. We're just flying through here. Unscrewing this top part. Come on, baby. Gotta get it so that we can get our wires out. Maybe make this thing a little easier. Goodness. Alright, there it is. Oh, goodness. Forever. Alright. I think it's pretty much. Yeah, we call it stage 1. Can we not? Alright, let's call it stage 1. All the wires clipped. Everything's out. I think. Well, now these. Switch this up real quick. You can see that with the done. Hit the button. Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad. 6:30. And I think our next stage is going to be so much better. Come on, guys. I know this is not going to get some time. Oh, we got a little DB. A little DB in our game here. Get that up. Get that. Good. That can go. So that's the DB right there. Ooh, these are not aluminum on this one. Tin. Oh, there's not much wires in this one either. This is all tin. All tin. Trash. Come at tin. Oh, dirty. All right. So just for the of our experiment, that's tin. Dirty bass. All right. For our experiment here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this as an electric motor right now. We're just weighing that in as an electric motor. That way we're doing it in stages, just like we were before. I really don't think that one took all that long to pull apart. All right, let's weigh this thing up. Stage 1 is done. All right, so here's the tin. Here is the tin on fan number 2, which it has us up at 7 pounds. 7 pounds, which means a pound for this, so 6 pounds. 6 pounds on the tin. I would love to count this dirty brass, but it didn't even move the needle. Ugh, man, it's $1 a pound. And this is not dirty. This is all clean brass. So clean brass is $1.90 a pound. Let's fix that real quick. And here we go with electric motors. It's at 8.5. Oh my goodness. 8.5. Oh, that thing is, yeah, let's go. We'll go 9. I'm being generous. So it's at 8 pounds. 8 pounds. All right, here we go. Stage 2 of this one. Let's roll. I'm not going to show you stage 1 numbers until after. See if we just... Oh, I think I did that the wrong way. I think I beat it on there. That's not what we're looking for. Come on, baby. Almost there. Oh, we're off. I did crush my finger a little bit. Oh, this has all kind of funky stuff on it on the top. Oh, goodness. Which way do we want to cut this now? Yeah, we'll cut this backside here, and hopefully that'll help some things out there. Stage glasses. Ooh, no, this is gonna be. Man. Boy, this one here, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with, to be honest with you. To get to the point where we're trying to grind all this is not gonna be, these just are not coming out. So if anybody has any better ideas for me, go ahead and hit me up in the comments about how to strip this thing out good. So I think on this one, stage 2 is going to be, we'll count this as motors, and we'll count this as light ironing, because there's still some metal in it. Oh, this one's clean. This one's clean. Maybe we can get away with clean. We'll call it clean, just cause. All right, stage 2 electric motors, 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. Remember, if you know a way to get that stuff off of there quicker. Oh, I didn't stop the time. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. We're not adding any more time. We'll add like we'll say 7 minutes. So we'll add 30 seconds to it, because that's about as long as it took to get that stuff off. So 5 pounds on the electric motors. Remember, hit me up if you have an easier way to get these off. And clean aluminum, we'll call it 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds on the clean aluminum. All right, let's get into the numbers for fan 2. Fan 2, tin, 16 pounds, which equals $1.20. Stage 1, we had tin for 6 pounds, 45 cents. Electric motors, 8 pounds, $1.76. Clean brass, 0.5 for 95 cents, which brought a total to $3.16. As is was $1.20, so we made a profit of $1.96 in 6 minutes and 30 seconds, which equaled to 18.66 per hour. Stage 2, we had tin for 45, clean aluminum for 80 cents, clean brass for 95 cents, and electric motors for $1.10, which brought a total to $3.30. As is was $1.20, which gives us $2.10, but it took us 7 minutes, so it gives us 18 per hour. Now with that one, it is that. Somebody let me know, what's the easiest way to get that copper out of there? I mean, as in for right now, we'll just have to go in as electric motors. But yeah, if there's an easier way of getting that stuff out of there. The first one wasn't that bad. This one was just gonna take hours to get out of there. So this may just have to be a project for another day when we're sitting around. Or if somebody knows a better way to get this stuff out of here, I will take that as well. All right, this is our third and final fan of the day. Getting tired. We had to use the bucket on this one. So we are at 24 pounds, so 23 pounds. 23 pounds to start off, by far our heaviest one. All right, here we go, fan number 3. The time has started. Just to let everybody know, I did blow the glass out of this one before we get started. I just knocked all the glass right out of it. You gotta take in here. You go through it once again. We are just trying to get every that we possibly can as we go along, so we can be as quick and as functional as possible. We'll see how this one goes. See, we're getting weight on these wires this time. We have not been getting any weight on the wires. Come off. So, that's down. That's down. Now we can start taking off all these bad boys. You can hear my Lillian. She is being loud today. Good, that is off. I think all the screws in there are off. Stop working on this top. No, enough! I said enough! She don't listen so well. No, enough! Hey, we may actually have enough wires to weigh something this time. Might have to. Pull this off. More screws. Pull pin. Pull that in. Double wing. There's here. Definitely want to make sure I get everything off before I call time. Come on. Oh, there's one going down into there. This don't need to come off. Oh, it's off. It's a different kind of pin. Alright, I'll bet Jeffy would let it come in just like this. So. Alright, we'll call that motor. Done. Hit the clock. We're going to say 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, so this is stage 1. Stage 1, let's have some fun. Alright, clean up all of that. Get all this stuff out of the pile. Go into our tin bucket. This thing right now is driving me nuts. Driving me crazy, nigga. And I don't know why he was going to put that. Yeah, I thought there was more aluminum on this thing, and there really wasn't. This is the only aluminum we have. Didn't something fall out? That's like one of these. One of these right here. All right, well, stage one. Let's get to the screws. Everything. Here's our tin bin. We're gonna call it 10, so 9 pounds. 9 pounds on tin. All right, so the clean aluminum is reading as 4. We gotta take a pound off for the bin, so 3 pounds of clean aluminum, 3 pounds. And 10 pounds of electric motors. Weighs 11, but 1 pound for the bin. 10 pounds electric motors. Stage 2, here we go. Just so you guys know, I am trying to cheat as much as possible. I went and looked for this not on time. So that's what I mean when I say cheat. Try to get all my stuff right in a row before I do anything. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. A little bit more tin action there. Let's see about right here. Don't know if this part is just going to slide right off or what. This top part doesn't. It's not kicking free. It is not kicking free. So, show you the tricks to all this stuff. What those tricks are, I don't know if I know. Not yet. I'm sure some of you guys will let me know in the comments. Get a time. Keep putting that thing right here. Come on, baby. Yeah. Did that screw fall up? It did. All right. That part is done. Come on, baby. Get all the screws out of this thing? I think so. Just like that. Push that part up. Maybe we can put something right through here. Yeah, right. All right. We did do it. We got it right up through the top there. This part. Okay, it comes up. Man, now it really is all this stuff here. How in the world does this thing come up? Oh, little things that take time that I did not expect. Okay, Nelly. Nelly's on one today. She is on one. All right, let's just cut this off. I cut it off. Big old screwdriver. Can't spend time just looking for stuff. I'm supposed to be prepared. Where in the world did that screwdriver go? My big nasty. Here she is. Working with this top piece ain't really the easiest, but I think it's going to save us time in the long run. So, just keep on going with it. Come on. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. We're moving right along here. Here it comes. Woo! I just have a feeling like some people are going to get emotional over this one. Some people are going to get emotional. All right, cover. Put it all in the bucket. All right, four little screws. Good. Got more tin pile going. Bring it back out. Do the little ones. You can see here, I'm just in here trying to pull everything straight up. Get these in. Use a little bit thinner screwdriver.
top being on this thing probably don't help anything either. I never don't help anything, let's put it that way. Some of these did cup all the way through. Go back in.
All right, so we're calling it a pound of copper. 1 pound of copper. See, we're on the 2 there, but bin weighs a pound. Tin, we have 10 pounds, so 9 pounds because of the bucket. 9 more pounds of tin. All right, and finally, fan 3, tin, 23 pounds for $1.73. Stage 1, we had tin for 67 cents. Clean aluminum for $1.20. Electric motors for $2.20. Total being $407 minus our as-is $173. We made a profit of $234. It took us 4 minutes and 30 seconds. By far our best one. We should have left it like that. $31 per hour if we were stripping them down. Stage 2, tin, 18 pounds. We added 9 from the other one, which gave us $1.35. Clean aluminum brought us to $1.20. Copper, 1 pound, $2.90, which brought us to a total of $5.35. Minus our $1.73 gave us a profit of $3.72, but it took us 17 minutes. $13.13 per hour. All right, here's the totals of them all for the day. Fan, as is, we made $1.05. Stripped, stage 1. Total is $2.25. We would have made $1.20 profit, $12 per hour. Stage 2, we would have made $4.20 from the whole unit. That's a $3.15 profit, $13.51 per hour. So if you're doing this, if we're going per hour, if you would take these and you're just throwing them in a tin pile, it don't even take you a minute. So you'd make like 60 bucks an hour if you just threw them in the tin pile. Fan 2 made us $1.20 as is. Stripped, stage 1, we made $3.16, which was $1.96 profit, which put us at $18.66 per hour. Stripped, stage 2, $3.30, $2.10 profit, $18 per hour. That was the one that we couldn't get everything off of. Fan stage 3 as is, $1.73. Strip stage 1, we would have made $4.07, which gave us a $2.34 profit, $31 per hour. Strip stage 2, we would have made $5.35. It's a $3.72 profit, but it took us 17 minutes, which made $13 per hour. Here's all the math, folks. It's all right there in front of you. It is all right there in front of you. Take it over. Let me know what I did right, what I did wrong. We'll be right back with a conclusion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of it. I don't know really what more to say. This is the math. My times, sure, I could get quicker on everything. Is it something that a lot of people do? Yes. Is it worth it to you if you do it? Absolutely. By the math numbers for a person, let's say, just starting out in fans, because they would get quicker as it goes along. I mean, if you got nothing else to do and you're sitting around on a Friday and you got just time to do stuff and break stuff down, I would definitely say go after it. If you are looking for production, then maybe stripping fan motors are not the best use of your time. As you see up here, I mean, we got a $12 per hour, 13 per hour, 18, 31. So like that other fan motor that was worth it. The big one at the end, maybe just taking it to a motor and then stopping there. But if you're somebody who chases copper, something like that, then yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it is whatever you want it to be. So if it's worth it to you, then it's worth it to you. But by the math, by the numbers, I mean, certain ones are worth it. Maybe breaking it down to motors, I don't know, because of the time, if any of them are really worth stripping the copper out of. But like I said, this is going to be for each one of you. I could say, is it worth it? On this one, I'm going to say, I mean, I hate to piss some people off, but the regular fan motors, I don't know if it is worth it. That was the first one we did, the regular fan. And up here, that one, $12 per hour, $13 per hour. So I don't know if that one was really worth it. This one was not worth it, but look, $13 an hour there, $13 an hour there. They both worked out pretty much to the same, we came to the same point there. But this one, $12 per hour and 31, we should have just left it be. This one stayed 18 pretty much because we couldn't get all this off. Remember, we couldn't get that electrical off. This number would have fallen. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna say, for me personally, I don't know if they're worth it for me. Some of the bigger, heavy ones, maybe. Are we gonna be chasing fan motors? I don't think so. I don't think so for right now. I don't know if it's worth me storing them and everything else. So, but for people who do it, go get it. Get after it. And like I said, this is all too with me being very brand new to it. If you have a setup and you can just rip these things apart, well then, yeah, absolutely, it's worth it to you. If you're doing it quicker than these times, if it takes you less than 17 minutes to break one down completely, go after it. Go after it. This one was 14 minutes, 6 minutes. Stage one, this one was like 4 minutes, 7 minutes, and 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So maybe breaking it down to stage one, those don't really take all that much time. 4 minutes, with big number there. 6 minutes, just the totals, the profit totals ain't a whole lot. And when we do it, we do pure profit from if we had just thrown it away in the pile. Now, obviously, your numbers are bigger. Your totals are 316 there, 330 there, 407, 535, and 420 there. Up here, 225 there. So, yeah. I mean, it's definitely worth it. It's just your time, really. That's what it all boils down to. What is your time worth to you? What's the value? So anyway, that's a day. That's. So I'm not going to say it's not worth it. I'm not going to say it is worth it. I'm going to say it's completely up to you on this one. Just because I don't want people burning down my house. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's a whole video. We done did it. We did it. We did ceiling fans. I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit longer. We'll try to break down some of the breakdown parts. We'll try to speed it up a little bit. But overall, like we said, it's completely up to you whether it's worth it or not. By the numbers, $13 an hour, $18 an hour. Kind of rather be out getting more stuff. But if I do just have them sitting around, like on a breakdown day, maybe something like that, something like a Saturday, something like that, yeah, maybe we'll do it. Maybe some of the heavier ones, just breaking it down into motors. So, or if it's just a down day and it's just me being a down day. So I think overall, out of the 3 that we did, we made like, I don't even think we made 15 bucks out of everything. So Like I said, I'm not going to say it's not worth it, but I just don't know if I will be chasing them. So let's get to your quote of the day. It's a Sunday. I thought we should do something by our man Albert Einstein today. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. One cannot help but be in awe when he contemplates the mystery of eternity, of life, of the marvelous structure of reality. It is enough if one tries merely to comprehend a little thing of this mystery every day. Never lose holy curiosity. And that's all that this is. This is being curious. You know, this is me not wanting to settle in my ways. I don't ever just want to think I'm right. Let's put it that way. If there's some math behind it and we can do some stuff to figure it out, well then, yeah, I'd gladly do that. And that's what we did today. So overall, once again, reviewing to the end, I don't know if it's worth it for me. I know it's worth it for some of you guys. If you have any tips on how it could be quicker, let me know. I'm definitely down to do this again with some quicker tips, something that I can do to make the process quicker, because if we make it quicker, then the hourly rate goes up and all that other stuff goes up. So all right, good video. Always remember, there is no us without you. Team lift is more than just physical, so if you can help somebody out, we greatly encourage you to do such things. I appreciate you guys stopping by, watching the videos. It really helps me out a bunch. It helps us out with our algorithms. It helps us out, helps me out with my confidence, helps me out yeah, with just life. You guys help. So thanks again. Check us out on all of our social media. We are Junkman5000 everywhere except for X. There we are, the Junkman5000. You can check us out directly at the website, junkman5000.com. Go get yourself a t-shirt while you're there. Yeah, so that's a whole day. Write us a letter. P.O.Box 414, Christmas, Florida 32709. I am Junkman5000. This was a Is It Worth It video, and we will see you on the next one. Happy Sunday.